Good afternoon, YouTube. I just thought I'd jump on and just do a quick unexpected update really on the Fluval M90. So just a quick little progression, because this is going to be the last time you're going to see the M90 running. So just give a little explanation. What happened was I was just hunting around for slightly bigger tanks, as you do on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and I came across a guy that was selling a water box tank that sort of caught my eye. It caught my eye for one reason. One, because it was a 3-foot tank, the same as this. But the second reason why it caught my eye is because it's a lot deeper than this tank. And the third reason was because it's sumped. So I messaged the guy, and he said I was able to get it and secure it, thankfully. So yeah, this is going to be the last video on the M90, but as you can see at the minute, with any tank move, the lounge is an absolute state, and the new tank is sat over there. So it's actually quite a rare tank that doesn't really come up that often for sale. So it's a water box frag 85.3. So it's still 3 foot, so it's 900mm wide. It's actually 600mm front to back, so it's 2 foot front to back, and the height, I think it's 410mm. So it's pretty similar in height, which is why I wanted it, to the M90. And obviously, as you can see, where the telly sort of line is there, it's pretty much the same height. But what's nice about these frag tanks is when you sort of stood near them and you want to put your hand in and down, you've literally just, you've got easy access here to the tank. So the top's not on it at the minute, but I'll show you what that looks like. Just slots on there like that. But yeah, so tank condition is really good. There's still a slight old watermark line there. It seems a tad high to me, that line. So when I get this set up, I'm going to see where it's going to run, and I'm hoping to still get that cleaned up. So, but the glass condition itself is really good. There's only one little mark on this side, fairly low down. So all in all, not really too bad. It's actually a black tank originally, this. So it's a black tank that's been vinyl wrapped white. So it's a little bit different. But I'll just give you a quick look at the sump. So just your standard two filter socks that roll one over into the other. Standard water box gate valve on this one, and it's got the optional manifold which comes off the return, which obviously the return pump sits in that final back chamber on the right, and this front section here is supposed to be for the ATO. So there might be a little modification down the line with the sump, probably to try and get away from the filter socks. But as you can see, the hinges are pretty good. They've got a very minimal amount of rust on them, so I'm going to get some petroleum jelly or Vaseline in the UK here, probably put some of that on them to keep them steady. But yeah, tank itself, really happy with it. As I said, it's a nice it's going to be a nice step up from the M90. So as I said, when you look at it from there, it's this tank is a lot deeper. So obviously you do lose a lot on the M90 due to the rear chambers, the all-in-one. But as I said, this tank doesn't really have that issue. So as I said, I'll just give you another little look. But as you can see at the minute, the lounge is just complete utter chaos. I've got a unit over there which is supposed to be going back over here. So the plan is to get this water in the tank at the minute up to that level. Is actually RO'd, and it's actually mixed salt. So it's the same temperature and salinity as this over here. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to move the rock over first. I'm going to drain some of this tank down. The water from this tank is going to be going into the sump to top that back up. because I think the sump's about 100 litres on this, I believe, so it's quite a lot. And then I'm going to just gradually catch the fish and get them moved over. The sand is going to be coming over, so if it would have been any longer, excuse the cat, if it was going to be any longer, if this tank was a lot older, I would have just done completely new sand in here. But I did add a completely new bag, a 20-pound bag went into this Fluval M90 not that long ago. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the sand over as well. And obviously the biological media, everything running on this one, even the return pump is a 2,500 litre an hour pump. It's not going to be quite powerful enough for this, although it will run it. I think this needs at least a 3,000 on the frag, so I'm probably gonna have to change the return pump and probably the skimmer down the line. But yeah, this at the minute, as I said, it's I just wanted to show it really before it got moved over, because it has been improving quite a lot. So obviously ignore the back wall, because obviously that being plastic is obviously, as you know, really hard to clean. I do give it a little rub over, but it's almost impossible to keep on top of. But you know, the rock work is sort of going the other way now, so the algae, a lot of it is dissipating. The sand isn't as bad. There's still a little bit, still get bits and pieces, but as I said, it's nowhere near as bad. These guys have been pretty good. The turbo snails, they seem to do a good job at cleaning the rocks. There's still little bits of green on the very peaks, but as you said, compared to what it looked like a couple of videos ago, it's starting to sort of turn a corner now. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens, you know, moving it from this side over there. But I'm looking forward to doing it. I was hoping to get a lot of this done, started earlier today, this being Easter Monday, but we've just been out with family and stuff doing bits and pieces, so I've only literally just got back in, so it looks like I've got a bit of a long night ahead, just moving some of this stuff over. I'm just going to basically get this up and running to a degree, and I'll finish the rest off tomorrow, but I'll give you an update. But yeah, as I said, livestock at the minute, still all good. Yellowtail damsels still behaving, and the silver spot tang is still being very tang-like, busy all over the shop. So this levels, the ACO's ran a bit low. I did manually top it up this morning because I knew I'd be moving it later on. So the skimmer definitely needs emptying. So, and obviously the tank needs a good clean, and this tank's going to be going up for sale. It is up for sale at the minute actually, so if you're in the UK, you want to get yourself first nice little cheap 3 foot to get yourself into the hobby, then you know you can't really go wrong with the M90. But you'll have to excuse all the mess. There's so much mess, so much stuff to sort out. It's not going to be fun taking all that stuff out, but yeah, as I said, the RO reservoir there has just gone a bit low, so the pump's sitting a little bit above the water line. But yeah, as I said, it's looking tank's looking all right. As I said, I'm looking forward to getting it moved over. So I'll keep you guys posted. But for now, that's the new tank, water box, frag, 85.3. So yeah, it's going to be I'm looking forward to getting all my furniture back in properly and getting it looking nice again. But yeah, the sump was quite dirty actually, but it's like any sump, you know, it was fairly dirty. But Richard, I've got to say a big shout out to the guy I brought it from, Richard. He was an absolute gent. He didn't have this tank from new, so I think I'm the 3rd owner now of this tank. But as I said, he's looked after it. He's gone on to a bigger 5 foot tank now. So he was an absolute gent, and he has looked after it. But as you can see, the sump has come up pretty nice. So I've just got to move that hose in for the return and trim that down. As I said, I did have bought some new filter socks. I'm probably just going to run the one on it initially to get it cleaned up, and then I'll look at doing some other bits and pieces. I have got a Red Sea cup holder that slots in there that you can sort of run your own sort of filter floss in it and bits and pieces. I'm probably not going to go that heavy on the filtration really, because I'm not at the minute on that, and that's been doing really well just with the skimmer. So I'll see how we get on. But yeah, for the minute we'll I'll keep you posted, and